Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Stevie Nicol with us here in the studio. We also welcome Aage, Fjortoft and Gab Marcotti with us. How big do the guys feel the chasm is between France and
chasm?
England? Yeah, chasm.
I thought it was chasm myself.
I would say chasm.
Chasm.
Should we do that again? Oh, no. Okay,
No.
you just made me look like a fool.
Yeah,
How
good
big
job.
do the guys feel the chasm is between France and England as top favourites? France has 3 players of Kane's quality up front, with Griezmann, Benzema and Mbappe as stout midfield and a solid defence. It does not feel close. Now, people get angry when we talk about this because they say, how can ESPN have England anywhere near favourites along with France? It's nothing to do with us. It's to do with the bookmakers and the odds.
No, Dan, we've had that discussion before. Let's take that one again. How can you? I agree with the chasm man. I agree with him. How can you have England up with France? And don't come with your bookies. Have an own opinion.
It's the bookies, Jan. It's not us.
It's you. You are taking this information out to the viewers.
Yes, that's
I
true.
would say it's you. That's you. It's you.
It's true, because if I'm going to call someone the favourite, I go to the source, which is the bookmakers, and they will tell me who the favourites are. Where else am I going to go for?
That is wrong with this society, that you go to the bookies. Go to your own mind, my friend.
But my own mind can't even say chasm or chasm right, so I've got enough issues. Without
Yeah, your mind shouldn't say that England should be in the same favourite kind of closet or whatever like France.
But it's fact. It's the fact, Jan.
No, it's not fact.
It is
It's
fact.
2 bookies. No, it's not.
It is.
It's 2 bookies. It's 2 bookies who didn't make it big footballers sitting and say and do something in a small office somewhere.
But here's the problem, Jan. Bookies make a lot of money, so they must know something
Exactly.
about something. No.
Because people listen to you saying that.
Okay, here comes the voice of reason, Mr. Gab Marcotti.
All right, I will explain the chasm here. No, it's chasm. I'll tell you how gambling markets work. Bookies don't make money by getting the odds right in terms of who's likeliest to win. They make money if the same number of bets go to one side, or the same volume of betting goes to one side or goes to the other side. That's how they make money. So you want to come up with odds that people are going to find attractive. Now, if you go to English bookies, who mostly operate in England, and you add the fact that in England there's more people betting than in other countries, you probably have more people who are going to bet on people they know and the teams they like. And that's why England, but it's not just England. England, Manchester United, Real Madrid. Talk to any betting enthusiast and they'll tell you that those types of teams always have much shorter odds than they should have.
Right, see, Gab, I know nothing about betting.
Right, so why even
Nothing.
why even
Hold on.
contribute?
Well, in my tiny cluttered brain, I'm thinking, well, if you want to encourage people to bet, then don't put them at 3-1, put them at 5-1, and then more people will bet, because you know they're not good enough.
But the money comes
my
in,
brain
Steve.
would tell me.
No,
But then money
opposite.
comes in and you have to pay them if you win, right? So that's why if there's a lot of money on England, the odds are going to be shorter. And because there's more gamblers who gamble with English bookmakers in England, more money is going to come on England, and that's why their odds are always shorter than they should be. It's not just England, like I said. It's United, it's Real Madrid, it's Bayern. It's most big teams with lots of followers.
For Gab, is the possibility of Barcelona being excluded from the Champions League next season something that Messi is considering before signing an extension?
I don't think so. His contract is up on the 30th of June. There is no way that Barcelona's exclusion from the Champions League is going to get through the Court of Arbitration for Sport before that date, or indeed probably before next season. We're going to know more about UEFA's disciplinary case probably in the next 10 days. But even if they are somehow thrown out, and I don't think they will be, they can always appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. The European draw is on the end of August, August 26th. Court of Arbitration for Sport moves slowly, and there's no way I think that they'll have that decision in place before the start of the season. I mean, it really would be in in double quick record time if they manage to do it. So
No,
most
they
likely
will
if
never
it
make
happens, it would be the following season. And it's highly unlikely that it's going to happen.
I'm going to go off topic slightly here because we were talking about Slumdog Millionaire, the Oscar-winning movie that you watched, Stevie, which you enjoyed. Our producer hated it.
Correct.
Which got me thinking about Phone a Friend, obviously very important part of that. Gab, were you ever anybody's phone a friend, or who would your phone a friend be, given you are one of the smartest people I know?
Ooh. I suppose it would have to depend on the topic, but I think my phone a friend would probably be Shaka, because especially anything to do with
He wouldn't be
aeronautical
awake.
engineering,
Shaka would be
rockets,
having a
stuff
nap.
like that.
Tell you what,
That
you
would
might
be
know a
him.
lot of stuff, Gab.
I
You
need to
can't
wake
judge
him
your
up, but
character.
yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Shaka will be sleeping. Exactly.
The problem is,
No,
the problem is if you had Gab as your phone a friend, he'd know the answer, but he'd take the whole time up telling you the reason behind the answer before he got to the
You
answer.
just get to the answer and go.
Gab, how did your man Carlo Ancelotti end up at Madrid all of a sudden? How do you think it will go for him at the Bernabeu this time?
I mean, look, I think he's there because they want him to do what Zidane did the last couple of years, which is win, not create trouble, manage the older players well. They have a lot of older players, there are a lot of veterans. Don't embarrass the club with the media, don't embarrass Florentino, and squeeze as much as you can out of the veterans. And then if the rebuild happens, it's going to be in a couple of years with somebody else, but who knows? I mean, Florentino, I think, will be in his late 70s by then. So that's the thinking. I don't think there's a great long-term plan. It's all about the here and now for Real Madrid. And that's fine. You know, you had to decide, right, do I rip up the architectural plans post-Zidane? That's going to cost me a lot of money and a depressed transfer market. Or do I see what I can do for another year or two and see what else I can get out of this squad? And I think that's the idea. And I think there's a good chance he can deliver when you look at the state of Barcelona and Atleti. And, you know, it's not like Real Madrid were 10 points back at the end of last season.
It's interesting, Dan, with Real Madrid, when you need a new coach after Zidane and some juniors in between, you go for Zidane again. Now you go for Ancelotti again.
Yeah.
It's the same that you've seen over the years at Bayern Munich. For one time, the only one who can coach him was Udo Lattek, and then there was Ottmar Hitzfeld, and then it was Jupp Heynckes. And always when we got into trouble, let's just get in these boys and they will sort it out. Of course, it's short term, but still it's safe, secure, and I think that Carlo Ancelotti will be a great ambassador for Real Madrid, and Perez knows that, and he's also safe in his position. You don't need a young revolutionary coach, do you?
Jan, how must James be feeling after Ancelotti brought into Everton, but is now likely to leave the club? Did you ever experience anything similar to this in your playing days?
When I was in Real Madrid, something like this will never happen. No, I mean, you've seen that. I haven't maybe experienced that way in a so short period of time, but you saw it in Germany this season. A lot of the players like Marco Rose and Adi Hütter took to Borussia Mönchengladbach and Frankfurt, and you talk them into going to a project, and you think, no, I don't want to go to Everton, but okay, Ancelotti is there, so he will stay for a while. He sell this idea to me, and then he just it goes away from you. I always swapped clubs. When I was in England, I was there for 6 years and I had 4 different clubs. So I never had time to know the name of my manager, so I just moved on myself.
Jan just got everybody sacked wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stevie, did you have anything like that?
The only thing I had kind of like that was when I left Liverpool, I joined Howard Kendall at Notts County.
Yep.
So Liverpool in the Premier League. I was 33 or 34. I thought I could still play another year in the Premier League, but he called me. He had just taken over Notts County, who were going to be relegated from the First Division, which was the league below the Premier League. And he called me up and said, look, come and play, be with me, be my coach, be in all the transfer talks, be in everything to take the next step in your life, which was to be a coach. So I thought, you know what, who better to than learn off Howard Kendall?
Yeah.
So took the jump, and then within 2.5 months, he got the sack. So I was then the interim coach.
Okay.
I didn't get the job. So in the space of 6 months, I went from the Premier League to the 3rd division as a player, not even as a coach.
Was it not written in the stars that he was going to get sacked considering they were getting relegated?
No, they were. When he took over the job, the idea was to bring them back up.
Oh, I see. They're already going down.
But there was certain things that went on that I'm sure Jan will understand.
Yeah, I will.
To Howard losing his job.
No comment.
Is this where Jan brings up
comment.
the underpants story?
Yeah,
Stevie,
exactly.
what song? You won't know this. What song was #1 in the charts when you won the European Cup?
No idea.
No.
Apparently, the White Cliffs of Dover.
Apparently it was Let's Hear It for the Boys.
Oh.
Let's hear it for the boys.
There we go. Don't sing anymore. We don't want to pay the royalties. I've tried to place it for a long time, but Dan Thomas is a doppelganger of Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes.
I would take that.
Yes.
Tell you what, you talk about two opposites.
What? Hey, that was good. 24? You could binge 24 brilliantly. Did you watch it at all?
I did. I got sick of it after a while.
Did you?
Well, if his voice is the same the whole way
Just
through it.
suddenly mumbles through it.
It's like he's out of breath and he's like...
Yeah.
Every single scene's the exact same. Him talking like that.
I used to like 24 back in the day.
Yeah. You played in that role.
Yeah, that was it. And then that's how I ended up here. I couldn't say Chasm right. Who is Gab's celebrity lookalike? Oh, this could go down a very bad route. I don't know if we need to answer that. No, right.
Gab.
Who is it? Sorry?
Who is it?
That's the question. Who is Gab's celebrity lookalike?
No idea.
Do celebrities need celebrity lookalikes?
Hey!
Oh, Ronald McDonald? No.
Oh, look at this last question. Has Jan done modelling in his younger years, or did he just age like a fine wine?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rachel, sending in that question.
You're obsessed with Rachel.
I have to admit, and I got it improved, my highlight as a model in the season 99-2000, I was the 4th most sexiest man in the German Bundesliga. That's my trophy!
Wow. How bad was the standard? What? Jan is the 4th best looking man.
Even I might have a chance there.
Well, let's calm down.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, don't go further, Stevie.
Wow, Jan. Do you remember who was above you? Who was the top 3?
I think Mehmet Scholl was up there somewhere, but I have to, so he was doing well. But I was quite good to being in the relegation battle. I think that I was doing well.
Hey, you got Champions League football, Jan, with your looks. That's good.
What about the Hunchback in Notre Dame?
They took me down to Munich. They took me down to Munich and put me in the dressing room and said, "Get in towel."
So there's a photo shoot of this somewhere, Jan?
Yes.
And
I will find the top 3.
Are you naked in it?
The Hunchback was second.
No.
The Elephant Man was first.
No, then I would have won it. Then I would have won it.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.